Welcome to Sunday, everybody. June 15th. I'm doing a little update on local stuff going on. You can see that. There's going to be all these concerts going on. The whole thing tells all different places. Let me see. Trying to find a page I could focus on here. So this is like the opening page. So we got that going on. I do not know why I have that. Let's see. Another thing I'm doing this weekend. Oh, it's strawberry shortcake season. This is our local paper. So there's something going on the west side of town, which is not mentioning in this article here. Let me see. Yeah, trying to find the pages here, it's a little hard. This is something I want to do sometime. It's called Just for the Girls. One of these days I'm going to do one of these events when I have the money. Those are some of the things that are going on. Let's see. Other than that, my main thought was, I got my sheets falling off my bed. I did not make my bed at all. Here we go. This is some breaking news, if you guys can see that. I don't know if anybody else has this article in their newspapers. Apparently, Obama is spending the rest of Father's Day weekend on vacation at Rancho Mirage, home of White House Director Michael Smith and his partner, U.S. Ambassador to Spain, James Costas. So this article is talking about climate change and people that are denying that climate change is reality. He said that it's like arguing the moon is made of cheese, and he issued a call to action on global warming to graduates of the University of California, Irvine, on Saturday. They were at Angel Stadium, I guess. And also Obama has said that Congress, and I quote, is full of folks who stubbornly and automatically reject the scientific evidence and say climate change is a hoax or a fad. Now, that's like the craziest thing I've ever heard. How can climate change be a fad? And as far as a hoax, really? You're gonna say that, like, the reality of what you're experiencing is a hoax and a fad? I mean, I remember specifically in 1999, November, the temperature got up to 70 degrees in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. That's not normal. That's highly irregular. I mean, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about some random news items. See what people think, see what kind of news is going on, what people think. Okay, apparently Obama has announced a contentious plan to dramatically cut pollution from power plants. He is also announcing a $1 billion competitive fund for communities who have experienced natural disasters to rebuild and prepare for the impact of extreme weather. Because, like, for example, there's a book series I'm reading. The name escapes me at the moment. It's the Maze Runner series, where in that book series, what's happened is there's been a world war in like 2020, and much of the world is destroyed, and there's not a whole lot of habitable places. The temperatures are just like extreme. Apparently what had happened was there was sun flares, and that caused the problems. There's like this kind of conspiracy thing going on in the book series, and so yeah, I mean, climate change is real. I mean, it really is changing. Like, I've noticed in the last 5 years that the sun really is getting hotter. I mean, you know, in May and June you go out there, I mean, for me, the sun just like kills my eyes. I'm just like, you know, I got a slight sunburn, you can't really tell right now, but it's just, you know, it's crazy. And the thing is that, you know, people balk at taking action. They're denying, they're in denial, and it's like, well, change is going to happen no matter what, and you've got to be prepared. And that's what Obama is talking about. Is he said that there's going to be a stubborn status quo, and people are going to stymie your efforts to bring about that change that you want, you know. There's people that say you can't do something about it. There's people that say you shouldn't bother trying, which is, yeah, real defeatist. Yeah, why give up, you know? What the heck? Let's see. Other than that, I don't know. So he was just talking about, you know, how things were, you know, since people graduated from high school, you know, fewer Americans were at war. Now more have health insurance. There's a million new jobs, whatever the case is. It says the number of states where you're free to marry who you love has more than doubled. Yeah, and that's a whole big controversy going on. I read a whole bunch of letters to the editor about that in our paper today. And, you know, there's some people that are extremely religious, and they're saying, and I agree with them to a point, because in the Bible, yes, it does say, it was Genesis 2:24, about when a man shall leave his parents and cleave with a wife. So, you know, a man is supposed to be with a female, and that was the biblical definition of marriage. That always has been, I mean. But people should be free to have, you know, it's like I said, the whole thing about America is life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And if it makes somebody happy to be with somebody of the same gender or whatever, who are we to judge that? Who am I? Who are you? Whatever. It's just, why can't people get along more? And, like, you know, and Obama does want change. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some days I have my doubts about the president, but, you know, we need somebody that's gonna do something, honestly. So, I mean, other than that, it's just kind of interesting, this article. Just kind of, for some reason, that I just wanted to talk about it. And I think the last thing here was, okay, so he was in Anaheim, California on Saturday, the 14th. He described a political system consumed by small things, but said Americans should be determined to do big things, like addressing climate change, despite the type of opposition he faces from Congress. Well, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, a lot of these politicians, all they do is talk, talk, talk. They don't take action. They have all this pretty fancy speech, and they don't do nothing. It's like, some days, you know, I don't want to vote sometimes, because what is my vote gonna matter? What's somebody in Washington, D.C. going to care about somebody from Wisconsin or whatever small town or wherever you are? I mean, there's lots of politicians that don't care about nothing. They just are about the money. So, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. And I guess the only other thoughts I have would be, still planning to do a cooking video with my son. Still planning that. I got one other video I'm probably gonna do. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm going out tonight, so just, I'm kind of dreading it, and I'm kind of apprehensive about it, and I'm not going to be able to have as much fun because I have to go to work the next day, and I can't stay out that late, but oh well. And on a good note, I'm not going to let relatives talk down to me and basically put me down, because I'm doing a heck of a job as a parent, I think. I mean, yes, I have some things I shouldn't have done, but we all make mistakes. We're all human, and people need to get along. That's my main message. So, thank you for watching. Share this with people. Comment. Alright.